Week number 11, the day of reckoning is here. Doomsday, or Gold Rush. The rematch the world's been waiting for. The jewel in the crown of the kingdom known as the NFL on Fox. The only thing tougher than staying on top is climbing the mountain all over again. There's Aikman, Young, Emmett, Ricky, Irvin, and Rice. Does Dion fit in the Super Bowl puzzle? For the Vikes, one cool moon keeps Minnesota shining bright, while Wild Bill tries to push the stumbling Pats over the hump. Burline bounces back from the Philly fiasco, and even a Graham named Otto would have a tough time waking the sleeping giants. Mr. George gets his first taste of the South's greatest rivalry, while St. Jim's praying that his D won't have to spend any more time in purgatory. Touchdown. Steve Walsh returns to Miami, undefeated as a Bear starter. But with Mr. Dan, it ain't over until it's over. Now, live from Hollywood, California, three dudes with short memories and one with a really long name. The hosts of Fox NFL Sunday.
And it's over, and so is the season.
The past couple of years that we've been punched in the mouth by Dallas, and I think we have enough pride that, you know, we don't like that. And I think we need to respond to that as a competitive team.
If we lose this game, you just hope that it doesn't really kill the psyche of this team, and it could.
For the 49ers to even be talking about ruined psyches is amazing. The past 5 years, they've been to 4 NFC title games and have won a Super Bowl. Last week, head coach George Seifert won his 75th game faster than any coach in history. Yet, if San Francisco doesn't beat Dallas this year, Seifert's job may be in jeopardy.
Well, it may very well be true. At the same time, that's part of the environment. I guess I'd rather be in this situation than a situation whereby you're struggling just to win your next ball game.
I do feel George is feeling pressure, but he felt pressure from the day he started. We have always set our goal as being the Super Bowl. Even getting to the NFC Championship several times and not going further than that has resulted in our just coming away from the season and feeling like we failed.
It hasn't always been like this in San Francisco. There was a time any playoff appearance would have been cause for celebration. But that was before a head coach named Seifert and even before a play forever known as the catch.
Caught by Clark!
Came in 1981 with a completely rebuilt San Francisco team. Went out and beat Dallas rather badly, 45-14 if I recall. And that, in a sense, established San Francisco as one of the premier teams in the National Football League, and it has been since that time.
I can still remember the excitement of that win, believe it or not, and I think that this game is important to us. It'd be nice to get over that hump.
It may be nice, but it's also demanded. That's why the 49ers quickly rebuilt their defense. 7 new starters this year. Why the urgency? San Francisco's great offense is measuring key stats not only in yards, but years. 8 of 11 starters are 30-something, and that means time is running out.
We haven't beaten them in 3 years, and until we do something like that, there's always going to be a doubt in the back of your mind whether or not it's in the playoffs, whether or not it's in a Super Bowl, or in big game situations.
It's going to be a real challenge. We have to play at our very best. We have to play our best game to beat this team.
A team such as Dallas, it's not a matter of getting by anyone else. It's a matter of proving something to ourselves and living by the expectations that have been set.
And what are those expectations?
I mean, all those involved in the family of the San Francisco 49ers expect and want another World Championship. They want that banner flying. They expect and demand.
Here he starts in like he's going to go on a slant, and then he just sees that Eakin goes up. He has double coverage, and he just runs right through the double coverage. Eric Davis is chasing him, and he's not going to catch him until he knocks him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
For 90 yards on the completion.
And the guy was out for the year.
Emmitt Smith, Dallas touchdown, standing. Good blocking.
There's the 2 nemesis for this San Francisco 49er team. Alvin Harper and his big catches. And then again, just too much Emmitt Smith.
Nate Newton out in front of Emmett. Munoz extra point is good, and the Cowboys lead on the touchdown by Emmitt Smith, 7-0.
Faked him out.
Inside the 5 is Ricky Waters to about the 4. Floyd bangs down to about the 1. That should be enough for a San Francisco first down.
Look at Floyd. He's pumping the adrenaline in himself, his teammates, and trying to get this whole crowd into it.
Here it is. Touchdown. Took a while till they unstacked. Steve Young took it in.
Ricky Waters helped with his running. William Floyd helped with his blocking and running. But to me, that drive was Steve Young's drive and Steve Young's running.
Here's the touchdown.
They know where to go, don't they? They don't go right over that center. They're going to...
7-7 tie. Touchdown by Steve Young. Aikman to throw it. Picked off on a rebound by Merton Hanks, who's up and running. And cut down by Darrell Johnston.
Merton Hanks are going to play when you have to win the game. That's the situation for the 49ers. They got one-on-one coverage. Jerry Rice just runs a pattern, goes against Larry Brown. The ball is thrown up there for a jump ball. Jerry Rice wins that contest. And Steve Young says, I got
with Wilmsmeyer holding. 14-7, one play. They went 57 yards.
He can do it all. We know he can run. We know he can catch. We know he can run nice patterns. We talk about Alvin Harper, how he can jump. Watch Jerry Rice elevate there. But Jerry Rice can just do it all.
Yep.
I mean, he's big, he's strong, he's fast, he has moves, he's a
Coverage. Aikman. Down by Ricky Jackson. Around the corner. With Harper this time. And Aikman's going to throw. Pass is picked off by Merton Hanks. Novacek, the intended target. Merton Hanks with the interception.
That thing may spin for a while. We said the MVP early had to be Merton Hanks. You say it late. I think he's still the MVP of this game.
Not far to go home tonight. Here's Steve Young hit again just as he let it go, but John Taylor makes the catch. Taylor out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. I think Steve Young is okay.
Yeah, I think Steve Young is just happy. You know, there's those kind where you're lying on the turf and you're hurt, and there's those kind where you're lying on the turf when you're happy. That was lying on the turf when you're happy. He sees John Taylor there. He doesn't know if he has a completion. Now he knows it, and then he just goes to the flop.
It's a good flop.
Yeah, it is. It's a good feeling, too.
Yes, sir. You know it is for him.
Yeah, they've been saying, you know, the Cowboys had won the last 3, and that they can't beat the Cowboys, and that Steve Young can't win a big one and all those types of things, and he's erasing some of those things.
Yeah, Steve Young running right again. Tripped up by...
It's an O-winner.
Here he comes again. Brent Jones' first catch of the day. And he gets in for the touchdown.
Steve Young's doing a victory lap. I've never seen him do that. I don't think I've ever seen Steve Young so excited. He was running around. He was running around the end zone. He was getting tackled. I don't think I've ever seen him act like this. But he's had some stuff on his back that he's unloaded part of today.
He really has.
And the 49ers have had some stuff on their back that they've unloaded part of today.
Doug Bryan to attempt the extra point. Steve Young wants to enjoy it all, and well, he should. The extra point is good.
Watch this. It's a bootleg here. He's threatening to run, and then he sees Brent Jones. Now watch after the touchdown. This isn't like Steve Young. Look at that. You don't think there's some relief there? Look at him. And he's going to get tackled right here. Ricky Waters. You can say it's, it's professional and they're all overpaid and, all they do is play for money and stuff. But when you see shots like this, that's a bunch of baloney. I mean, the whole thing, the greatest feeling in the world is winning. That's why people play it, and that's why people coach it.
Some people broadcast it.
And that's why fans become fanatic about it. And as you say, broadcasting, I think, is just a privilege to be here and be here for games like this.
The touchdown again.
Yeah, they got that bootleg out there. Then he had that option where he could run or pass it. Brent Jones was wide open. He took the pass one. Jerry